All right, here I am in my final backer love fest for Spies Are Forever, guys. Um, so again, if any of you out there who are logging into these periscopes, I'm sure I'll start doing normal periscopes soon, ish. But I wanted to finish these up first so that we can say hi to everyone and tell them I love them. So for those of you who've been confused, this isn't a normal Periscope thing that I do. I'm not gonna always go on and tell people I love them, even though I would love that. But I love you guys all who are excited here. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. So, anyways, I am about to finish up the Spies Are Forever Backer Love Fest to the final backers who added on in the final days. So I want to tell everyone thank you. But anywho, we might as well just get right to it. But you guys, Spies Are Forever's happening. It's a show. It's gonna be a show, and we're really excited. We're coming up with this show, writing it, getting ready for what the rehearsals are gonna be, and it's awesome. Oh, my shirt, it says I feel home with the Michigan M. It's pretty cool. Hello Russian supporters at I'm BK. There's going to be a lot of stuff about Russians in our show because it takes place during the Cold War. But don't worry, we're not like making Russians evil or anything. It's just Russians are. Hello Ireland, hello England. But anywho, so here we go. Let's do it. Hello, Vegas, Sweden, Lithuania. Holy crap, New York City, Michigan, LA. Hey, LA, we're in the same time zone. Rhode Island, Mississippi, France, Florida. Wow, everyone's from all over the place. This is unbelievable. Norway, Belgium. Holy crap. Hello, everyone. Ohio, Netherlands, Vancouver, Canada. Louisiana. Wow, you guys are from all over the place. Philly. This is unbelievable. Jersey, New Hampshire, Connecticut. Let's just name all the states right now. Northern Ireland. But I gotta get to this. I gotta say some I love yous. So let's get right to it. Where we left off, I love you, Vivian Hemmerly. I love you, Jackie Silvestri. I love you, Savannah Prulix. I love you, Katie. I love you, Annie Mayer. I love you, Nicole Kraus. I love you, Corinna Muller. I love you, Belinda Everman. I love you, Joanne. I love you, Gabrielle. I love you, Ellen Schneider. I love you, Anna. I love you, Nick Lang. What a guy. I love you, Emma. I love you, Jean Musa. I love you, Cassie. I love you, Anna I'm going to put the computer there. I love you, Anna Berberich. I love you, Morgan Malak. I love you, Ellen. I love you, Veronica Horvan Jensen. I love you, Karen. I love you, Isabel Trevina. I love you, Carly Sims. I love you, Tristan Kendall. I love you, Stephen Goldsmith. I love you, Victoria Buckland. I love you, Caitlin Simpson. I love you, Meliane Mulders. I love you, Lee Brickman. I love you, Amanda Wysocki. I love you, Mark Davis. I love you, Chris Bayer. Bayer. I love you, Chris Bayer. I love you, Elena. I love you, Amber. I love you, Antonia Adborn. I love you, Megan Bode. I love you, Janet. I love you, Rebecca Schmidt. I love you, Jill Beckton. I love you, Alice. I love you, Darian Marie Bradley. I love you, Chris Darbro. I love you, April Porterfield. I love you, Laura Nusinkus. I love you. I love you, Heather Wells. I love you, Rachel Marsh. I love you, Julia. I love you, Kate. I love you, Victoria Van Way. I love you, Caitlin Burns. I love you, Jordan. I love you, Katie Glazewski. I love you, Emily Fishman. I love you, Brianna Famularo. I love you, Rebecca Foster. I love you, Linda Pill. I love you, Rachel. I love you, Victoria Wilson. I love you, Lara Balkan. I love you, Kayla Follett. I love you, Allison Coons. I love you, Zach. I love you, Swati Danta Missetti. I love you, June Saito. I love you, Fabiola Meyer. I love you, Mike Sharp. I love you, Marie Amott. I love you, Danielle Young. I love you, Kelsey Peloso. I love you, Caitlin Penna. I love you, Joseph Vernick. I love you, Nicole. I love you, Vanessa. I love you, Stephen Cavalos. I love you, Alexandra. I love you, Cecilia Moyano. I love you, Haley Ducky Sheehy. I love you, Candace Colston. I love you, Holly Towersey. I love you, Chris Button. I love you, Margaret St. John. I love you, Melissa Stocker. I love you, Elizabeth Siminidis. I love you, Kelsey Hall. I love you, Robin Skevington. I love you, Alyssa Brindley. Hey. I love you, Sabine. I love you, Bree Todish. I love you, Lottie Page. I love you, Samantha Hurst. I love you, Kathy Coons. I love you, Amy Beer. I love you, Carrie Woolway. I love you, Emma. I love you, Katie Lushbaugh. I love you, Eleanor Stiles. I love you, Malibu Road Pictures. Cool. I don't know who they are, but they're cool. I love you, Sarah Budin. I love you, Brianna Selesky. I love you, Viola McPherson. I love you, Sarah Harding. I love you, Bree Underhill. I love you, Anna. I love you, Amelia Giuliano. I love you, Lindsay Smith. I love you, Allie. I love you, Catherine Warren. I love you, Elizabeth Hammonds. I love you, Suzanne Barton. I love you, Gwen Truman. I love you, Ariel Brugman. I love you, Alexander Brown. I love you, Emily Brown. I love you, Kimberly. I love you, Myriad Heffernan. I love you, Jennifer Montgomery. I love you, Sophia Kearns. I love you, Kiara Pilgrim. I love you, Betty Zingler. I love you, Rory Davies. I love you, Beth Owen. I love you, Holly Higgins. I love you, Delane Miley. I love you, Alex Kunse. I love you, Aslan Karan. I love you, Kelly Graves. I love you, Kirsten Krause. I love you, Colin Scobie. I love you, Kate. I love you, Viola Steer. I love you, Kara Willis. I love you, Charity. I love Charity, too. I love you, Lauren Aquino. I love you, Connor McLeod. I'm sorry, Connor. I love you, Vicky, but I love you, Connor. I love you, Vicky Rybnik. I love you, Bibliosaurus. I love you, Jamie Rudzant. I love you, Anthony Parrott. I love you, Genevieve. I love you, Kirsten. I love you, Jessica Chung. I love you, Tim Barden. I love you, Beth Duncan. I love you, Michaela Hills. I love you, Kate. I love you, Irene Rivas. I love you, Fresb. I love you, Jordan Falby. I love you, Lauren Moore. I love you, Claire Siverts. I love you, Amy Fram. I love you, Harvey Williams. I love you, Gavin Swift. I love you, Alexandra Wolf. I love you, Devin Lyota. I love you, Bereniki. I love you, Pavritha Muthaligan. I love you, Vanessa Cole. I love you, Victoria Tolson. I love you, Shannon. I love you, Casey T. Strasburger. I love you, Alana McKenzie. I love you, Catherine Vogel. I love you, Lauren. I love you, Lisa Casper. I love you, Ginny Weisenhunt. I love you, Lucy Spicer. I love you, Thomas Lind Anderson. I love you, Nikki. I love you, Daniel Rosenthal, Brian's little brother. I love you, Leonie Garicki. Leonie Garicki, I love you. I love you, Bethany Pride. I love you, Mila Kay. I love you, Kaylin E. I love you, Lisa Sampson. I love you, Rebecca Carlson. I love you, Kristen Connell. I love you, Janelle Ludovice. I love you, Amber Drummond. I love you, Jeremy De Los Santos. I love you, Brianna. I love you, Laura Vaught. I love you, Stella Sun. I love you, Jamie. I love you, Audrey. I love you, Lachlan. I love you, Elizabeth Twark. I love you, Marina Bond. I love you, Rachel Calgaro. I love you, Barry Cross. I love you, Georgia McDonald. I love you, Brooke. I love you, Kelly Bellini. I love you, other Kelly. I love you, Julia Craven. I love you, Emma Telford. I love you, Jessica L. I love you, Lisselle Awal. I love you, Matthew Perry. Matthew Perry himself. I love you, Kimberly Wadham. I love you, Catherine Kramer. I love you, Stacy Kaczynski. I love you, Sienna Tinsley. I love you, Lizzie Phipps. I love you, Lindsay Clark. I love you, Cindy Plouffe. I love you, Ashley Clark. I love you, Sarah McFarland. I love you, Joe. I love you, Melanie Bateta. I love you, Anita. I love you, Colleen. I love you, Ellie. I love you, Pooja Saha. I love you, Lucy. I love you, Ira Brickman. I love you, Jiu. I love you, Ashley Shookers. I love you, Christopher Steckler. I love you, Bianca Rosenblad. I love you, Heidi Tandy. Oh, Heidi Tandy, thank you. I love you, Kate Tanguay. I love you, Blake T. Hannawinkle. I love you, Jennifer Iverson. I love you, Rebecca Stephen. I love you, Bill Backstresser. Yeah. I love you, Aslan Russell. I love you, Claire Barker. I love you, Jasmine. I love you, Jess Trimble. I love you, Nicole Tao. I love you, Allison. I love you, Becky Brown. I love you, Sydney Fat. I love you, Tyler John Arthurs. I love you, Nicolette Feely. I love you, Marie Ann Barube. I love you, Ola Kowalczyk. I love you, Anna. I love you, Jeremy Benson. I love you, Ian O'Day. I love you, Sherry Bernstein. I love you, Caitlin Gorman. I love you, Alyssa. I love you, Millie Melendez Negron. I love you, Slisserit. I love you, Georgia Smith. I love you, Esme. I love you, Caitlin Knight. I love you, Brittany Ralph. I love you, Jesse Schaffner. I love you, Lauren Broughton. I love you, Grace Stratton. Hey, Grace. I love you, Daniela Wadenpole. I love you, Kizzy Hopkinson. I love you, Dana Caggiano. I love you, Frida Erickson Gellen. I love you, Sheridan Rankin. I love you, Kelsey Garcia. I love you, Emma. I love you, Jackie Heron. I love you, Kayla. I love you, Haley Shaw. I love you, Olivia Rossetti. I love you, Shannon Mauk. And I love you, Renee B. Wow, guys. That was it. That was all the backers. That was the backers of Spies Are Forever. Unbelievable. I love you guys all. You guys are the best. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. This was a blast. I'm glad I got to reach out to each and every one of you, at least in some way throughout the process, and do this. Thank you. FYI, if you're a backer in this project, Darren was on it. He was on a previous one. If you are a backer on this project and you have received a notification about your credit card not going through or a payment not happening, double check. Please make sure that goes through. Some of them, just didn't go through, and they all, with a lot of them, they add up. So please make sure that you go back and check to make sure if you became a backer on this project that the payment went through and that it didn't, especially if it made a bigger one. But yes, I love you guys. Thank you so much. We're so excited to do this. And my shirt says, I feel home, with an M. I got it. I got it in Michigan. Marad. I'm sorry, I don't know. Yeah, so anyways, I love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. And yes, you're the best. This is great. I promise I'll do more of these throughout the process that actually have substance to it. Even though this was an unbelievable time, but something where we talk about the process and stuff more. Oh, I did the one about Elsie Fest, but things where I'm not just saying names the whole time. But to all of you out there whose names I said, I truly love you. To all of you who haven't, and who weren't able to back the project for any which reason, I still love you. But to all of you who took part in this Backer Love Fest, you're the best. And thank you guys. Thank you so much. We are so excited to do this. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon, and I'll say hi to Corey and Brian. I love you guys. Talk to you soon. Oh God, I'm not good at this. Oh, this is gonna be real smooth now that I have it all. Figured out. I'm gonna do this. Okay. Bye.